Hello everybody and welcome to today's reading. I hope you don't mind the more casual setting, but I am recovering from quite a bad head injury. So we're going to do the bedroom for a little while. Also, I've got the three bears accompanying me today with the reading. We've got Daddy Bear, we've got Mommy Bear over here, and we've got Baby Bear, so they're going to be helping me out. So today's reading is your next relationship. This reading is mainly for singles, but if you are somebody who is in a relationship, you can always check this reading out for clarification. Or if you're in a dwindling relationship, pick a card, guys. Pick a card. Who's coming next? So if you want to get the info and the juicy details on the next person entering your life, your next relationship, I need you to pick a card. Here we have pile number 1 with the black obsidian point, pile number 2 with the tiger's eye point, and we have pile number 3 with the labradorite point. I highly suggest that you go with your first instinct. Spirit is going to guide you to the pile that has the most relevant information for you. And if you need to pause the video here to take more time to meditate over the piles, please feel free to do so, and I shall see you in your reading. Hello there, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the black obsidian point, and I want to kickstart this reading by looking at the next person who enters your life, the next relationship you're going to experience, and I want to see what their energy is like, and also try and pick up what they're going to look like, what physical characteristics you're going to notice in this person. So for you, we have the sun, which is a very vibrant kind of energy. Anywhere that you have the sun's energy is going to be a part of you that is magnetic. Also, we have the North Node and Saturn. So what this tells me is this person is going to be very ambitious, very hardworking and very determined. They may be very accomplished because of this, so they may actually have a very good job or actually be in a career that they want to build upon. This is not going to be somebody who is winging life. It's not going to be somebody who doesn't know where they're going to be or what they're going to do from day to day. So I can imagine this person could be very stabilizing for you. I'm not sure whether you're a bit more carefree, but this person is going to be very stabilizing for you. Also with the sun, I do feel like this is somebody who, because this person is very accomplished, I do feel like this person has a strong confidence in themselves. It could be this, I'm picking up that they have a very tight-knit family. So they are very close to their family, and their family are very supportive of them. And this has made them build up so much, they have like a very strong sense of self. And I do feel like this is how this person's become so accomplished, because when they go into an endeavour, failure is not an option for them. They have never been taught to believe that they will ever fail. And I do think this is potentially something that they can teach you. Now, you could be somebody who is successful in life, somebody who succeeds on every endeavour that they partake upon. But this person is going to teach you true determination and just boost that self-confidence within yourself as well. This person as well, I feel, is going to act like a bit of a tutor towards you too. And it could be that you potentially have came out of a situation where you have had your confidence knocked, or maybe you don't have a supportive parents. And this person is going to act like a supportive parent figure for you. That's really lovely. I'm also getting that this person is going to have like a reddish skin tone. Very good blood flow. This could be somebody who catches the sun very easily as well. I do sense this person's very quick moving too, so this person could be quite slender because of this. But I do sense a strong stature with it. So even though they are quite slender, they may be a size small, male or female, size small in clothes. I do sense that this person still has like a strong physique. They don't look meek. I think that's the right word to use. They don't look meek. They don't look like they snap. But when you find out their clothes size, you could be very surprised because they have this strong stature but this slender physique. This is not for everybody, but this person could also have quite a prominent forehead. It could be very large, or it could be a bit protruding. But I'm also sensing maybe prominent in the way that it is very small. Either way, you may notice their forehead. You could think, oh, they've got a big brain, or you could think, oh, that's a very attractive forehead. That one's a bit random, I know, but you could notice their forehead. I do also sense quite pixie features. So very upturned ears, back and upturned. Okay, so we've got the gambler and the martyr here as well. So the gambler does talk about the willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. But I do think this is from their strong support system growing up. They've always been taught that they can succeed. And this means that this person takes more risks because of it. And because they take more risks, they tend to win big. They tend to step where other people don't dare. Sometimes they've got no competitors because they are the only ones who dare to venture in those more dangerous waters, if you know what I mean. And we also have the martyr, learning to transcend nature of service. Learning to transcend nature of service to oneself or a cause. I do sense that this person may work for themselves or a family company. And it will be a service of some kind. And I know that sounds really vague because everything is a service. Everything you buy is a service. But I do think this person has either their employees' best interests at heart or their employees and the customers' best interests at heart. And I do think, again, this is this reverberation from their loving upbringing. It's like love is, they're just so loved. And because they're so loved, they radiate love. They receive love, so they give love to people. They give love to their employees. They give love to their customers. Or if they do actually work for another company, I do sense that this person is very humanitarian in the company, cares about other employees and their rights. I also sense that this person always goes above and beyond their job title, whether they work for someone else or work for themselves. They're always going above and beyond for other people, and this is partly why they're so successful. I do think this person could be highly energetic as well. Maybe someone who goes to bed quite late at night. Doesn't have to be too late, could be 11 o'clock midnight, but you may find that you're going to bed before this person does. Okay, so I want to see how you guys meet, and I'm going to try and be like as broad as possible so that it relates to many people, but I tend to get so specific in these readings. So let's have a look. 12th house, Aries and the moon. Interesting. Now this could be somebody that you have dreamt of before you meet them, or this may be somebody that you manifest. Like you tell the universe that you want a particular type of person, and then the universe gives you this person, and you're like, you are pretty much everything that I imagined or everything that I asked the universe for. But also I get, it's with the 12th house and the moon, they're both very subconscious, they're both very private. scenarios here. You could either be a customer of this person, and they kind of overstep their boundary with you. They may comment about the way that you look, yes, your physical appearance. They may comment about your physical appearance, and you're taken back at first. You're like, oh, okay, I didn't expect that. Does this person fancy me? And I do think this person has such a strong sense of confidence that if you are one of their customers, or if you do meet them in their place of work, they are going to have the cojones to ask for your number, or see whether you're single, or at least put a little hint out there that they're attracted to you. Now this could be a slow burn because of this confusion, because of this, the fact that you're a customer, potentially. It could also be the other way around. They could enter your place of work and overstep the boundary, and you're like, I don't know how to react here. Other than this, I do sense potentially online, but at a time when you're not looking for anybody, and you may bat this person away to begin with, but they're relentless. Because they're that person that always succeeds, and they're not going to give up. I do sense this push and pull, and I do sense it could be you that bats this person away. But eventually they do succeed because, hey, they win in life. Okay, so let's have a look and see what this particular person finds attractive about you. Okay, so we don't have many cards for you. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is compassionate, she's warm, she's caring. I do think you could be very healing for this person. If this person is on the go constantly, they can come back to you and they can rest and they can recharge. They really love your energy. You could be a mother, and this goes for males or females. You could be a father, or you could be a mother or you could be a mother or a father, and they love the way that you parent. Or you could be somebody who really wants kids soon. And because of this like natural energy you have to care for others, this makes you want kids. You want to care for somebody. And when this person enters your life, you show them the same care that you would your children, or, you know, your future children. And they love this about you. It's like they see you as the epitome of mother. You could resemble their mother as well. And I do sense this energetically, but it could be physically. You have the same vibration as their childhood. How their mother treated them in their childhood. You vibrate on the same level of love. So we've also got confident. Because remember, this person's really confident, so they're going to notice your confidence. And I do sense that you're very sociable as well. You are the kind of, you know, because they've got this strong connection to their family, they are like, they're always looking for the perfect woman to introduce to their family. Even if they find somebody attractive, and I mean highly attractive, but they know that their family wouldn't approve, it's a massive no-no. But with you, you have this you've got this love energy, but you've also got this ability to build a rapport. You're instantly likable, and they know that their family is going to really approve of you. This gives them a lot of confidence in you, but they also see your confidence. How you're not afraid to put yourself out there, and how you want to integrate yourself in communities and people and other people's families. and they love that about you. Also, we've got free spirit, and we've got 111 here, which is about manifestation. You could be somebody who has manifested greatness into your life. What I sense with you though is a little bit more doubt in your energy than in their energy. Where their energy, it's very little doubt in themselves. They're just like, I win, I win, I win. But with you, you win, but sometimes you still self-doubt. Did that come out? Self-doubt. Bear with me. And that's why this person enters your life, because they're going to boost you up. And I think their family is going to do the same. They're going to give you the same kind of love that they gave their child, and it's going to really boost you. It may even boost you to manifest more into your life. There may be something that you've actually been dreaming of or fantasizing about or trying to manifest. And this person's going to enter your life, and they're either going to manifest it into your life by giving it to you, or they're going to help you with this manifestation so that you achieve it together. But they love the fact that you are free spirit. I definitely sense you're the kind of person that likes spontaneity. I do sense that you're someone who likes spontaneity, and this makes you exciting. It doesn't matter if you are in your dressing gown watching Game of Thrones at 9 o'clock at night on a Friday. If a friend says, come on, come out, let's have some fun on the town, you're the kind of person who's going to go, give me 30 minutes. And they love that. It's like you're the kind of person that they can arrange a surprise trip to Paris, pack a bag for you, and you're going to be able to like roll with the punches and go with it. Where some other people are more uptight and would be like, I'm not going to Paris, I've got things on, I've got work, or I can't trust what you've packed, I need to go home and pack myself. Like, no, you're more spontaneous, and they love that about you, because this person likes to do nice things for people, and I think they love to surprise people. And again, I think it's because their parents were so supportive as a child, and they used to surprise them with things, and they love doing that for other people. So this person will want to surprise you, and you have that kind of energy that can accept a surprise. And also we've got sexy. Okay, so obviously you are very sexy to this person. I don't know whether you actually have darker hair, or whether you are blonde and you dye your hair dark, or whether you are very intense looking. I don't know, I think there's something about the eyes, like the eyes are really, you've got really sensual eyes. And I think this drives this person wild about you. It's like no matter what angle they look at you, no matter what situation they're in, they just see the intensity in your eyes and the passion in your eyes, and you seem to turn them on just by looking into your eyes. I do think this person is going to want to hold eye contact a lot when you make love. Like, they're obsessed with your eyes, but they also want to get to your soul. It's like you've got so much depth. And I think it really entices them and arouses them, because they're constantly trying to get to your core, and you just show them more and more layers. It's like you're multiple girlfriends or boyfriends in one body. You may be very into role play as well. Okay, so let's have a look at what you find attractive about this person. So we've got the Page of Pentacles, which is all about taking opportunities to manifest stability, like financial growth, along with the King of Cups. devoted, emotionally mature and balanced and supportive. I did mention at the start of the reading that this person is going to support you or bring you stability, and that they're full of love. King of Cups is the king of love. I think this person's got the determination and the strong, loving heart. Whereas a lot of people in positions that this person's in may be more narcissistic, may have quite selfish tendencies. This person doesn't have that because they've been raised well. It's like they've got the love and the money. With this person, you've got the love and the money. And I do think with the Four of Swords, you are going to give this person a bit more rest by to focus on themselves. So they bring you stability, and you show them how to take more care of themselves or consider themselves more. Because it's all about the other people for them. It's all about the people, not about them. I think you're going to take them away from their career a little bit. Not a lot of it, a little bit. But what it's going to do, it's going to really improve this person's health and well-being, because they're able to rest with you and recoup with you. And I think what you find very attractive about them as well is the fact that they will take time away from their busy schedule to spend with you. And I think you'll appreciate that a lot. Also, we've got high vibrational with 666. So this is somebody who is very well accomplished, somebody who can manifest finances, financial growth into their life, stability. And it is because of this heart that they've got this really strong, loving heart. They vibrate higher than the average person. And I do actually think you vibrate high, because this person wouldn't be attracted to you if you didn't. But I do think they're going to raise your vibration just a tiny bit higher, just bring you up just a tiny bit. And it's going to really help your manifestations. It says high vibe that manifests success into this person's life. They always believe. And we've got boobs and chest. So whether this is a male or a female, you are going to be very attracted by their chest. I did mention this person's going to be quite slender, but very strong, sturdy looking. And they may have a very well-defined chest, or they could have very nice breasts. But it may be the chest that you notice on dates. You'll be like, oh, that really turns me on, that area down there. Now let's have a little look and see what your future with this person looks like. And I want to pull a charm for this as well. Oh, this is beautiful because we've got the Two of Cups. This is perfect. This is the marriage card. So I would say that there is a high chance that this is a long-lasting relationship and there could be marriage involved. If not marriage, this is a collaboration with this person. This person's really gonna, I think you're both gonna really help accentuate each other's lives. You're going to grow together. But this definitely could be marriage, guys. And I do feel like this person is going to end a period of restriction for you. I don't know whether, I do sense you've came out of a relationship, and it could be years ago or it could be quite recent, but I do think it may have left you a bit more either financially unstable or emotionally a little bit lacking, like lacking in self-belief because of this past relationship. And it has left you feeling a little bit restricted. I don't know whether you can actually see the cards with the ring light in my bedroom. We've got the Eight of Swords and we've got the Ten of Swords here. So the Eight of Swords shows this restriction that you've been feeling, but with the Ten of Swords, this shows the end of that restriction, the end of this cycle. this person is going to end this period of restriction for you, and that is so beautiful. Now I want to pull a charm and see if I can get any extra information. Yeah, okay, they're gonna bring you into a whole new phase of your life by ending this restriction, because we have the butterfly charm here. Butterfly charm talks about the renewal of energy, a new phase. You've been in the caterpillar phase, healing from something. I can definitely sense that you're healing from something right now. And you may not feel like you've, actually I just feel like you really are put off by relationships at the moment. This person's going to be relentless, and they are going to pull you out of your caterpillar phase, and they are going to help you flourish into a beautiful butterfly. And it actually says on here, forever. I cannot show you on the camera because you're not going to be able to pick this up, but it says forever friends on here. So this person could be forever because of this marriage with the Two of Cups, guys. This could be forever, but also you could have this such a strong bond that you're friends before you're lovers. And that really is the secret to a successful relationship, is that friendship aspect. Because when the SEX falls, not saying it will, but when the SEX goes a bit stale, because everyone goes through periods in relationships, or when crisis comes, this person isn't just your lover, they are your friend. This is beautiful, pile number one. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. So you chose the black obsidian, and the black obsidian is connected to the root chakra. And it's all about stability. It helps stabilize feelings of instability, both physically and emotionally. And it just really helps you feel more safe. And I do think this person is like this black obsidian, and it's going to come into your life and make you feel more safe, more stable, both physically and emotionally. Okay, thank you so much for watching pile number one. I hope this resonated. If it did, please drop me a like and please comment down below. Or in a couple of months' time when you meet this person, come back and tell me whether this was correct, because I would love to hear your love story. If you like content like this, please subscribe, because I love making content like this for you. And I shall see you in your next reading. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello there, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Tiger's Eye point, and I want to take a look into the next person coming into your life, your next relationship. And straight off the bat, I want to look into this person's energy and see whether I can pick up any physical attributes to this person, so that you can look out for them when this person enters your life. Okay, so we have the Aquarius card. Now this person may be quite quirky when it comes to their lifestyle, but it also could be their physical appearance as well. I do think this person may dress quite in a way that stands out from the crowd. They're originals. They don't follow the status quo, they do their own thing. I also think, as well as the head injury, guys, I think I've got COVID too. As well as their individual appearance, I do think this person could have a very a very strong sense of self. I do sense this person's actually very popular as well. So they may be very popular within their friends group and have quite a large group of friends. They may have multiple pockets of friends. I want to say that you may meet this person through friends, a more sociable way of meeting this person rather than online. Or it could be that you go somewhere and you know someone who knows this person, and then either you go home or they go home and add the other person on social media. I would say that this person's quite slender, and this could be somebody who looks tall because they have elongated features, rather than somebody who's quite wide and looks short. This person, because of their elongated features, are going to look tall, even if they are not traditionally tall. I do sense quite an elongated face as well, quite a long face. But I do really sense this really petite but prominent jawline on them as well. Now, this person also has Chiron here. This tells me a couple of things. This could be somebody who dresses, do you know what? I was really getting quite gothic vibes from this person. And I didn't want to say gothic vibes because I felt like a lot of people are going to think of the stereotype of the goth. But I am sensing a very unique sense of style. A bit like, I don't have another way of explaining this, but a bit like how you'd expect like a tattoo artist to dress. Sorry, is this coming out of focus? Somebody very unique. They may wear a lot of blacks and bright colours. I'm sensing that contrast of like black and red, black and orange. They may have tattoos, they may have piercings. But I do sense this more intense kind of appearance. This person could be very intimidating to look at, to be honest. In a way that you think, I can't approach that person even though they are H-O-T. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can approach that person. And I think they might have this effect on a lot of people. They may not get approached very often, whether it's love interests or even like someone trying to square up to them. It's like, they don't look like someone that you're going to mess with. I'm getting really Travis Barker vibes here. I would not be surprised if this person actually resembles Travis Barker in some way. Machine Gun Kelly as well. Like, it's that kind of vibe. I think that's a better way of explaining it than they look like a tattoo artist. Oh, I just can't. I am so sorry, guys, about my voice in my chest right now. Gosh, I'm sorry for everything. Now, I do also sense this connection with the youth, the youth of the world. This person could volunteer at a youth club, or they could be somebody who is involved in some kind of like youth charity. Oh my gosh, please, this reading, the camera's going crazy. I don't know whether this person's had a tricky childhood. This could be bullying. I think this person's been bullied. It could be by friends, it could actually be by parents. But this makes them so humanitarian now because they have so much empathy for kids. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're a kid going through a tough time or a kid that's having the time of their life. Like, this person has such a strong bond with that age group, maybe between 10 and 18. And that could be the phase of their life that they had difficulties. This makes them very healing. And I do think they're just as empathic about adults. They have this very strong connection to kids. You may find that they have a couple of like pals that are a bit younger than them, maybe a couple of pals who are like 17, 18. And this person's a bit like a father or a mother figure. I do sense youth club energy. Or they may talk to you and say, oh, like the youth club changed my life when I was a child, got me away from like my crappy parents or something like that. Now, on the other hand, this also could be an actual healer, maybe someone who doesn't know they're healing, but they could be a paramedic, a nurse, a doctor, I definitely sense this person has had some trials and tribulations in their life with this current energy. I do sense repression. They were repressed in their childhood at some point. And I do think this makes them very like stand outish as an adult, because they're like, right, as soon as I turned 18, I left home and I just took my life in my own hands, like that kind of energy. And no one's going to tell me what I can and can't do. This is quite bohemian as well. I like it. Okay. Child divine. Innocence, purity and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine and God. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Wow. Okay, so we have got the child coming up, and I did say there could be a connection with their childhood where they overcame some trials and tribulations, but it also gives them this very strong connection to children. Teens as well. No, it doesn't have to be young children. I mean, I'm really sensing like 10 to 18 year olds. And because of this connection, they're gonna have a very youthful kind of spirit. I do sense maybe their soul is trapped in that teenage body. And this is beautiful because it means they're always gonna have that kind of smells like teen spirit. They're gonna always have that teen spirit. And you know, the teenage years has its pros and its cons. Like in the teenage years you think anything's possible. I remember when I was a teenager, I used to say, by the time I leave school I'm gonna be richer than my parents. And I left school and I had no money. I just coughed again, I'm so sorry. I wasn't coughing like this for pile number one. Does this person smoke? I think this person might smoke a bit of the I don't know I can't say the word. This person could smoke a bit of that, you know, the WB, if you know what I mean. And so yeah, teens, they think that anything's possible. Also teens, you know, when they get in a relationship, like they can just go at it. They don't stop. And I think this person's going to have a very high sex drive. It's like they're going to want to like snog your face off constantly, no matter where you are. But on the more downside of the teen side, that you do have a lot of depression, and you don't really understand where it's coming from. And I do sense this person does have, like, they may slip now and then into a more internal aspect of themselves, where they just might want to be alone for a little while. You may find this person might text you and say, I'm just going to spend a night, you know, my phone on airplane mode tonight. And if that is the case, I think this is an indication for you not to worry. They're not doing anything dodgy. They're not slipping the phone on airplane mode and going out and doing it with someone else. They're literally, sometimes they need their downtime, they need their solitude to kind of just get their head together, because I do think they can lose themselves at times. But they have this divine child spirit. They're probably going to make you feel younger. They're probably going to be like, come on, don't, I'm making this up, but come on, don't go to work today. Let's go to the beach. Could be just you guys, there could be a kid involved, and you're like, hey, come on, let's just call the kid in sick, we're going to the beach. The sun's out. And you'll be like, oh, I won't normally do this. But go on then, because we're in this teen romance right now. And God, they got the God card. This person is, they can manifest, you see, they can manifest because of this, that sense that anything is possible. I do think people look at them as a god as well. As I mentioned, if they are involved in any like volunteering groups or anything, people look up to them. I did mention at the start of the reading, they're highly popular, a lot of friends. I think this person really is an inspiration for a lot of people. They may walk around and think that they're a god. They may be like, yeah, people love me because I do good stuff. But yeah, this person's energy, they've got such a strong energy. And they've got the ability to inspire so many people. And I think they're going to really inspire you as well, which is beautiful because everyone wants to be with someone who's inspirational. Okay, so let's have a look and see where you're going to meet. See if I can get any information. First house, Venus and Aries. Now I do think this is, one of you is going to just outrightly approach the other person. I did say that you would see each other in person, and I do think that's the case, even though you could actually go separate ways and then add each other on social media and then find out that there's a love connection that way. But I do sense you guys are going to lock eyes in person, actual eyes, not through a display picture on a screen. Like, you guys are going to actually lock eyes in person. And I'm sensing an age difference here, and I'm not too sure why. And I mean, when I say an age difference, I mean it could be anything from 5 years above, but I think it could be more. And I'm not too sure which one of you is the younger one. But I do sense that this could be some kind of get together where you're locking eyes. Like an introduction from a friend of a friend. I do think it could be it could be a situation where there's a lot of chitter chatter, but when you lock eyes, it's like no one else is in the room. Okay, that's all I'm getting for that one, guys. So let's have a look and see what they find attractive about you. Okay, so we've got Three of Swords, okay, and the Page of Wands. As I said, I think this person has been through some trials and tribulations, but I think you have too. And I think they look at you like a safe space. You're finally somebody who gets them, because you both experienced similar trials and tribulations. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, it doesn't have to be your childhood, but it could be similar kind of forms of neglect, even abuse. I have to mention that with the Three of Swords, because the Three of Swords is quite intense, it's heartache. You both have experienced emotional loss and sorrow, and you both have the strength to overcome it. You've both overcome it. I think this person looks at you and thinks this isn't somebody who's going to hurt me again, because they've been through it. They're an empath too. You could literally be together because you're both empaths and you both have these inspirational stories to tell. But because you've both been through something very similar, you know that neither one of you is going to do the same thing to the other. And with the Page of Wands as well, this is all about, again, it's the teen. The page is the teen of the tarot. And it does talk about a young spirit. It doesn't matter what your age is. You share that young spirit that this person has. And they look at you like a brand new beginning with no pain, no sorrow, just understanding, and just a future where you can both build a happy future. No fears of hurt. You could have a twin flame kind of connection here. I do sense twin flames, because I do sense you come together and being twin flames. The age difference as well. An age difference is an indication of a twin flame, but it could also be the fact that you tell the story and the other one's been through it, and you're like, wow, finally somebody who understands. It's like you've overcome so much in your past that they see your strength and they think that's very attractive. And no matter how much life has got you down, you've maintained to have that optimistic, childlike spirit. And nothing can knock you down, nothing can stop you. It doesn't matter what kind of day you've been having, you're still gonna go out and socialise and raise the vibration of the room that you're in. And they love that. And they think this is beautiful because we've got beautiful here. They truly think that you are beautiful on the inside and out. I do think you are somebody that they want to procreate with. I'm definitely sensing that they're looking at you like, I could have a family with this person. I feel safe to have a family with this person. But I do sense, oh, we got another one here. I do sense that they look at you like the epitome of beauty. It doesn't matter whether you're having a bad hair day or not wearing your makeup, or if you're a man and you've been sick or something and you're not feeling great, you know, tired, bags under the eyes, like you are the epitome of beauty for this person. And they love your walk and your strut and your bag. So I don't know whether you've got a very nice behind or whether you just have a very nice shapely back. Male or female, you may have the V going on. This person's obsessed with your back. And I do think actually they're going to want to do it from behind a lot because they love your physique, your silhouette. And walk and strut. Now this person, remember, has that godlike energy, and you may have a walk that imbues power. So when you walk in a room, you look powerful. You may be someone that looks, your people don't mess with you. And I do think it could be the look in your eyes, the look in your face, your demeanour. It's just like, look, don't mess. You could be somebody who, when people don't know you, could look very unapproachable as well, because this person is unapproachable too, and we are getting that twin flame energy. You're mirroring each other, guys. I don't know whether you're into like tattoos and piercings. I do think you may have embellished yourself a lot through a bit of a coping mechanism from what you've been through. But all it's done is accentuated your beauty and just made you look fierce. Getting real fierce energy with you. And it makes sense with this Page of Wands because that is the page of fire. You know, you're fierce. Okay, let's have a look and see what you find attractive about this person. Okay, skip to this piercings, guys. Piercings and tattoos. What did I say? What did I say? Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So the Knight of Swords is somebody who's ambitious, fast thinking, daring, moves fast through life. Someone as well who just gets on with it. I think this person really is involved in a lot of different things, has a lot of fingers in different pies. And it's like they get up in the morning and they've got things to do. There's always something going on with this person, and I think you really enjoy that because it really actually emphasises your social life and your sociability. I do sense you are a very sociable person yourself, but this person actually has things going on which creates like events and things like that, and you've just got more places to get dressed up and go out. And also you look at this person as though they are a long-term investment. I really do think you're going to meet this person, you're finally going to feel like home. And you're going to think there is no one else on this earth who I want to invest in. Like, this person's going to beat everyone else, any past relationship, hands down. But also Seven of Pentacles does talk about hard work. And I do think this person has accomplishments coming up. I'm not saying that they're not accomplished already. I think they do very well for themselves. They're financially stable, but I think they've got something big coming up in the future. You may find out that they've invested somewhere, either financially or emotionally or physically, and they just haven't had the payback yet. But it could be, you know, a couple of months or a year's time, and they're going to get that payback, and it's going to start something brand new for them where they can actually build a lot more financial, physical security in their life. But I don't sense any materialism between either of you. Neither of you are materialistic. And I think the main thing is you'd both be with each other if you both lived in a 1-bedroom flat or if you lived in a 5-bedroom house. This is still the person that you choose. But I definitely sense in the future you could have a lot more money in the bank. And this makes sense because we have 8, 8, 8, 8 with accomplished. And I honestly don't think they've reached this 8, 8, 8, 8, 88, 88 phase in their life yet. I think they're very happy with what they've got, but I think there's more coming, and something big is coming for this person. Good karma as well. But we also had piercings and mystical. As I mentioned, I think you could be someone with piercings and tattoos, but this person is also going to have that very unique kind of style, very Travis Barker, and you're going to love their piercings. But I do sense tattoos with this as well. They may have a piercing in a very unique place, and you're like, I've never seen that before, and you think, yeah, that's actually really hot. I'm getting a piercing. I think they may have their pierced, and you never thought you'd be into it, but you're really into it. And also mystical. As I said, I do think this person, when they walk in a room, they are very unapproachable physically because they just look so intense. And if they do have a lot of tattoos and piercings as well, you know that's someone who's got a very high pain threshold because they're just all tatted up. But I do think you like this mysticism about them. I'm really getting shaved head or very short hair. And if you're a female, again, this shorter kind of bob kind of hair, but a little bit wavy, like that's what I'm seeing here. And I'm not actually getting an actual hair colour because I'm getting that this hair colour changes constantly. Whoever this person is, they change their hair frequently. They may change the colour frequently because I am not getting a specific hair colour. I am getting natural blonde or natural mousy colour or light brown naturally. But I don't think you're going to know their natural colour by looking at them. I definitely don't think they have their natural hair colour. But they ooze sex appeal. And I think this is going to really, really, I think you love the fact that they look they look dangerous. They look dangerous, but they're not. They're as light as a feather, and you love that. I think you may have like a sneaky kind of attraction to bad boys, but you've been hurt in the past, so now you know that you want someone who looks like a bad boy or a bad girl, but they can't have like the nasty heart with it. They need to be kind, but they need to look like a bit bad. Okay, so let's have a look at the future with this person, and I'm going to stop the camera here because my camera's about to switch off. Okay, I am back. So let's have a look at the future with this person. Do you guys have a future? Okay, this looks great because we've got the Star. And the Star talks about healing after trouble, healing after pain. And I think you both have this in common where you are both going to heal each other. You're going to push each other through a phase of healing, which is positive because, hey, if someone's bringing you healing and positive vibes, I'm guessing you're going to stay with this person for quite a while, if not very long term. But also we have the King of Swords here, which talks about two people who know exactly what they want. I did mention that you're probably going to meet this person who like, that is the person I want to be with. There is no one else who reaches that standard who I'm more attracted to. I think you both know exactly what you want, and you're both very verbal with what you want and you need in a partnership. And again, this is what pushes you towards the healing together, but it also pushes you towards a very successful long-term relationship. As long as that communication is flowing, guys, I think you guys are in it for the long haul. I just want to pull a charm and see if I can get any more information. Lucky, lucky, lucky. We've got the 4-leaf clover here. You two are each other's lucky star. You two have the ability to have a very, very long-lasting relationship here. I actually want to say that either you or the other person doesn't like tradition. I do sense a lot of collaboration together, but marriage, I do think it is something that you are going to discuss with this King of Swords, but you may find that one of you has less traditional values, and it may need one of you may need to coax the other into that kind of commitment. Yeah, there's going to need to be some coaxing there, but I do not sense that this is a no-no. I definitely sense that one of you is going to take a little bit of coaxing when it comes to it, just because you're so like, oh, that's so like, I do think you're going to say things, or the other person's going to say things like, that's just a way to conform, that kind of thing. But I do think this person or you has so much love and care for the other person, or will have so much love and care for the other person, that you will eventually do anything for this person. Okay, pile number 2, you chose the Tiger's Eye, and the Tiger's Eye helps with self-confidence and it boosts energy. I did mention that this person is going to be highly energetic, and it is going to push you to be out more, have more events going on, connect with more people. There's always going to be something going on in your relationship. There's always going to be something planned. There's always going to be an event. And also self-confidence. I do actually think you're both going to boost each other's self-confidence, because you're finally going to both have someone that you can confide in, talk about the tough things that you've been through, and kind of put those right for each other. You know, if one of you has been through some kind of like someone's been knocked you down or something like that, this person's going to tell you the truth and show you how wrong that person was. And I do think you're both going to have this healing energy towards each other, where you are both boosted and you can both mend those like open wounds that you may carry from either childhood or previous relationships. Okay, then pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope this resonated. If it did, drop me a like and drop me a comment down below. Also, when you meet this person, whether it's in a couple of weeks, couple of months, please feel free to come back to this video and tell me your love story down below, because I'd love to hear it. If you like content like this, please subscribe, because I love making content like this for you, and I shall see you in your next reading. Goodbye. Hello there, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Labradorite crystal. Now let's have a look into the next person entering your life, your next relationship. And straight off the bat, I want to have a look at their energy and see whether I can pick up any physical attributes to this person, so that you know what to look out for when this person enters your life. So we've got Uranus and fire. Okay. Instantly, I'm gathering that this person looks a bit different to your usual type. This person could be very unique looking. They could have a very big feature. They could be very tall as well. I am sensing quite tall, or taller than your usual type. They don't have to be huge. They don't have to be giants, but taller than your usual type. I do sense like an expansiveness with them. I also sense the fire energy that this person could have a very red complexion, so good blood flow, but also they could have red hair, Or if they are a male, they may have red hair and a red beard, or they may just have a red beard. I'm also picking up this exaggeration with the eyes, like a very unique eye colour. And this unique eye colour could be because of the contrast from their red hair to their eyes, or it could be that they just have a very unique eye colour for their complexion. But the eyes are going to really stand out for you guys. Along with this as well, I am getting that this person may change their appearance a lot. They may be very much into like fashion, very show-offy as well. Somebody who likes to make the most of themselves. They may pride themselves on their appearance quite a lot, actually. But it's this emphasis on their appearance that makes them change it so often, because they always want the latest beauty trend. Or they may keep up with the trends. They always may want to wear the latest clothes. This person could be someone who is very strong on designer wear as well. They like to wear designer. I really sense a lot like teeth whitening, tanned up. And I think it could be this that makes them look quite unique as well, because they look so different to their natural form that it's like, and it doesn't have to be in a bad way, you know, we all look at some people who do themselves up quite drastically and we go, that looks good, but it does make you go. I think it actually could make this person look a bit alien-esque with the Uranus card here. They may not really look like they're from this planet because they're just so done up. Like, I'm really sensing it doesn't have to be red hair, but if it is red hair, they could have very red hair, extremely light blue eyes, but extremely very tanned skin. And it's not very often you see someone with red hair with a very tanned complexion, because they tend to not tan well in the sun. But this person could be the exception. But again, I am sensing that very reddish skin tone. So it doesn't matter what complexion you are, I'm sensing a red skin tone. I'm also gathering that this person could look very burnt as well. Like this could be a hotter country, or somebody who uses the sunbeds a lot. But they burn in the sun. So this could be a complexion that burns in the sun, and now and then they're very red. And then it turns into a tan. Okay. Storyteller and artist as well. So this person, as I said, could be very elaborate with the way that they look, the way that they dress, very focused on their appearance. But also they could be very, like a bit of a, I want to say a cheeky chappy, but this could be a female as well. And the female could be a bit like, way, a little bit like out there. You know how a lot of like, like in the olden days, like females were supposed to be very polite, very controlled. This could be a female, if we are talking about a female here, who has a little bit more like nous to them, nous. Does that mean intelligence now? This, I do sense intelligence, but I do sense it to be more of a street smart kind of intelligence. So male or female, this is somebody who's a bit like out there. I'm really getting like Essex energy from this. And if you're not from the UK and you don't know what Essex energy is very elaborate. It's very out there. It's like the more posh Cockney, I think. These people like to dress to the nines. They like to do themselves up. They like to have the biggest hair, the biggest voices, the biggest laughs. Now this person could have a very prominent laugh as well. Like a proper laugh, ha 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 ha. I'm not going to do it loud because, you know, don't want to disturb the neighbours. One of them laughs where like it's like a signature laugh. You know this person. You like literally you could be in a room full of 1,000 people and you'll hear this laugh and you'll be like, that's pile number 3's person. But also, again, storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. It's that elaboratism. Is that even a word? Elaboratism. They're very elaborate. They tell a story with their appearance, but they also like to tell stories. Very talkative energy as well. A lot of Gemini energy here. That would make sense because they like to keep up with the trends, and Geminis like to keep up with the trends. This could be a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or just have that like Gemini kind of energy. Someone that you would say is a Gemini and they go, oh no, I'm not a Gemini. I'm a Cancer, and you go, really? You are so Gemini. And we also have artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses. Inspiring others to see life symbolically. Now I do think this symbolism has also got to do with their appearance, because they do like to symbolize something. They like to symbolize themselves. I do sense this person's got a very vibrant energy about them, you know. The kind of energy that can be felt, it just radiates. I do think everyone really likes this person as well. This could be somebody who everyone knows. You're talking to somebody who's from a different town and you say, oh yeah, I'm seeing blah blah blah, and they go, oh I know blah blah blah, yeah, that's my brother's best friend's cousin. And you go, what? Or you could be out of town with this person as well, and people are like, hey, pile number 3's person, and you're like, how do you know them? And they're just like, oh, I met them at this event back in 2015 and they remembered me. And it's like, yeah, because you're memorable. They're memorable. They're going to be a memorable person, because physically they look memorable, but vocally as well, very memorable. Kind of person who literally has to be the center of attention all the time. Like I can imagine this person like gaining the eyes of everyone in the room just by talking, just by chatting. They don't even have to be talking much sense. People just want to listen. They're very magnetized towards this person. Okay, so let's see whether we can gather any information on how you meet this person. Okay, oh, so I definitely think you're out and about. This could be, I do sense this is going to be public. Now there is a connection here with the 10th house with work. So this could be somebody that you work with, or somebody that you meet through somebody that you work with. You're working with somebody and they know this person. There's a connection there, because everyone knows this person. You could be set up by somebody at work, or you could actually work with this person. But I'm also gathering out and about, like a bar, somewhere very public, a bar, a party, and you just kind of, I am sensing that the first thing you realise about each other is a sexual connection. It's like a fire burns between you both and you can't explain why you're feeling it, but you just get that desire to FC UK. It's that kind of meeting. I don't think either of you are sensing long term in this when you first lock eyes. You're just sensing some fun. And I do actually think you both share this ability to stand out in the crowd, and that's how you notice each other, because you both stand out. Okay, let's have a look and see what this person finds attractive about you, pile number 3. Okay. Okay, interesting. Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords. I do think you're somebody who has your boundaries up. You don't like to give everything away when you first meet somebody. I also sense independence here as well. You're very independent. And this person finds that very attractive about you. It's like if you go and socialise, you can take care of yourself. You don't need to be chaperoned by pile number 3. You've got this independence, you've got boundaries, you've got your own things going on. And they find that really attractive about you. You could also be somebody who's like, look, I have my own house and I don't want to move in with anyone. Or I don't want anyone to move in. Like, I've got all my own stuff. I don't need anything. I just want a good time. And you could also be quite fiery yourself here because we've got the Five of Swords. They find the Five of Swords attractive about you. You're a challenge for them. It's hard to get you. You're hard to get. And they love that. They love that challenge. This could be somebody with an Aries Venus. They could have an Aries descendant as well. Because they like the fact that you're unavailable. Unavailable. I mean, that works. But they like the fact that one minute they have you, the next minute they don't. Like, you keep them on their toes. And they really like that. I do think they like you as well because they feel like you're out of their league. And because they feel you're out of their league, they think, yes, this is a challenge. This is a true challenge because I actually don't know whether I can get this person or not. And if I do get this person, man, this is going to boost my social status. They also really like your butt. They may be somebody who likes the butt. And they're like, if I get with someone, they have to have a nice butt. But they love it. Like, they have an obsession with your behind. And they love the way you show it off in clothes. It's like you dress to show off your figure. Like, I think you're a very sexy dresser. But they do love how you like to show off and flex. And I do think this person is a bit of a flexer as well. And that's why they like this about you. Like, you are the flex couple. You both walk in a room and it's like all eyes on you because you're both flexing. Now, this could be energetic. This could just be the fact that you are both two people where eyes magnetize towards you. Or it could be that you're both very flashy. But they love it when you show off. They love it when you big yourself up. They love the confidence that you have in yourself. And the more confident you are, the more cocky you are, the more kind of turned on they get. Okay, let's have a look and see what you find attractive about them. I'm just going to check that the camera is in focus. Cool. Okay, I definitely see a bit of mirroring going on here. Because I've got the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups. And you find... Seven of Swords normally talks about sneaky behaviour. But you seem to find this attractive in them. We did pull analytical, so the Seven of Swords with analytical does show somebody who thinks with their head, not their heart. And they move through life very tactically, and this could be something that you do find attractive about them. I do feel like they could work in sales, actually, because I do sense this really like gift of the gab kind of energy with them. And you like the fact that they can be very calculating and scheming because it's something that Do you like bad boys and bad girls? Because this really does sound like you're into you're both into kind of like challenging people who keep you on your toes, like the bad boy, the bad girl, because it's like you like when this person is a bit bad, and it doesn't have to be bad as in like, oh my gosh, they robbed a bank. Like, I mean bad as in like, I tactically made this sale today, and you're like, oh, I love how logical and intelligent you are and how you strategize. This also could talk about this person doesn't give everything away, a bit like you, where they hold stuff back. It's like you can never get all of this person, but you like that. You find that exciting. They're not always available. They're not always on the other end of a phone. And you like that because when you can't reach this person, it's like distance makes the heart grow fonder. It entices that like, it's like it keeps that honeymoon period going. It keeps you questioning. Do they want me? Do they not? Are they at home? Are they out? But you seem to like that with the Seven of Swords. If you resonate with that, comment down below. But also we've got the Six of Cups. Now I don't know whether this is actually someone from your childhood. Maybe you've lost contact and you got back in touch. Or maybe you are introduced through someone from your childhood. Or whether this person reminds you of someone from your childhood. Or they remind you of a past partner that you had fond memories about. And you're just instantly drawn to this person because they remind you of nostalgic memories of some kind. This person may be very nostalgic as well. And you may really like that because you get to be nostalgic together. You can sit down and talk for hours about the things that you've done together, or sit down and talk for hours about childhood, or, you know, nostalgic things, memories, smells. You can talk for half an hour about how the smell of a vanilla candle reminds you of that trip that you took to the spa in January. We've also got intense and authoritative. Now this is somebody who's not going to be molded. They're very strong in who they are, and I think you like that. They're not weak. They've got alpha attributes. And I do think you're somebody who is attracted to the alpha. This could be male or female, you know, alpha can be male or female. But I do think you're someone who's attracted to the alpha kind of energy, and this person has that. You like it when they're bossy. You like it when they take control. And I think this really entices you sexually because it's what you're into. You're into being dominated. That was my tummy, sorry. Getting hungry. You're into being dominated. And this person has this dominance, and it really gets you excited. And then we've also got giving. So even though this person is a little bit hard to get, I do sense that this person is very generous. This could be somebody who invests in your appearance, somebody who's like, go and grab yourself a massage, babe. It's on me. Or this could be somebody who always foots the bill when it comes to a meal or drinks. They're very generous. It's a really weird contrast because they're so like, they seem very selfish by the way that they look physically and their demeanour, but they're very generous. It's a weird contrast there. They're actually very giving and generous. I definitely think this is somebody who will always offer to foot the bill, for sure. And whether you accept or not, who knows? But this is someone who's like, look, I'll pay for this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got that. The kind of person to like come to a table where all your friends are and they've bought all your friends a drink. Like they're that kind of person. Again, it's that sales kind of tactic. Like they want to, I think being liked is very big for this person. This could be somebody who has had to compete against siblings in their childhood or compete against friends. It could be somebody who wasn't as attractive in school and they've really made up for it now, and they just want to be liked by everybody. And this is why they're so giving, because they want you to like them, they want your friends to like them, they want their friends to like them, they want the barman to like them, which is really sweet. Okay, let's have a look and see whether there is a future for this connection. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be fast movement here. It's going to get going and quick, and I do think you both are going to have like this, like, I think the superficial things are going to be very similar with you both, but I think internally you could be a little bit different. And this is where the Chariot energy comes in, because you're moving fast, but you're moving fast forward with two opposing forces. It could be a little bit challenging because we do have the Justice card, which talks about karma. So I do want to say this is a karmic relationship that you're dealing with. And challenging doesn't have to be bad. A lot of people can overcome challenges in partnerships and end up with a stronger connection. It's like it either makes you or breaks you. So this could make you or it could break you, and in this case I really do think this is going to make you, because it's coming up in a reading for you guys. So, but we're looking at a karmic relationship here for sure, and I do think one of you with the Eight of Cups is going to have to leave something behind. Now this could be either one of you walking away from this relationship because it doesn't work out because of the two opposing forces, but I really do actually sense that one of you is going to have to back down a bit, and I'm not too sure what in particular this is that you're having to back down about, or one of you's having to back down about, but I do sense one of you having to put down their barriers, back down, for this to work, for this to flow. And I do think this is why it's a karmic relationship, because one of you is teaching the other one that they need to just slightly switch their perspective a little bit. This could easily be someone who's like, no, I don't do long-term relationships, and then one of them has to back down and say, okay, I'm gonna give to this relationship. I don't normally give to relationships because nothing's long-term. Commitment issues. One of you is having to walk away from commitment issues here. Yes, that makes a lot more sense. Commitment issues. One of you has commitment issues, and one of you is going to have to put your barriers down and back down here. So, okay, we do see a little bit of challenge for you guys in the future, but it is all karmic. It is all universally orchestrated, and it is going to improve your relationship and improve you both individually. Now I want to pick a little charm to see if I can get any extra insight or information onto this connection, the world. Okay, I do actually think, I did sense this earlier and I didn't mention it, but I do sense that you could both be like a bit like travelers. You could travel a bit. You're going to want to see the world together, but also I do think you both are going to begin with very separate worlds, very separate mindsets, and eventually when this progresses you're going to bring those mindsets together and you're going to create your own world together. I do sense that you guys have the opportunity to make something long lasting out of this, but there is going to be that challenge to begin with because you are both a little bit different on the inside. But you really are put together because you're supposed to be taking the best attributes of each other and moulding them into one kind of moral and more spiritual outlook on life, kind of letting go of that superficiality a little bit and just seeing life from a more emotional kind of spiritual view. Gosh, I don't know whether any of that actually made sense, because I do feel like I was like full on channeling with that one there. Okay, so Pile number 3, you chose the labradorite crystal, and labradorite helps protect your energy and it helps you overcome fear. So I do think you are both going to be very protective of your energies, because I do sense a lot of independence between you both. But I do think with this putting the barriers down, one of you having to get over their commitment issues, the labradorite really is symbolising overcoming that, overcoming the fears of commitment. Just because you commit doesn't mean that you're surefire gonna get hurt, and I think that's why you guys have the labradorite. So pile number 3, thank you so much for watching. If this resonates, please drop it a like and comment down below, or come back in a couple of weeks time or a couple of months time and let me know your love story if this actually happens for you. If you like content like this, please subscribe, because I love making content like this for you. And pile number 3, I shall see you in your next reading. Goodbye.